Hi everyone, it's Ann. Today we're going to do my top 10 favorite decks in 2024. Welcome to the third annual favorite decks that I'm doing for this year. It started out in 2022 when one of my oldest subscribers asked if I could. And it seems to be very popular. You guys seem to really like it, so I'm continuing on with it. Just a note, these are decks that I had acquired, purchased, or was gifted to me or sent to me in 2024. So they're not necessarily decks that were released in 2024, but as I do this each year, it tends to be the year of. So the majority of them were released in 2024, but sometimes I buy older decks. So if you've been watching me, sometimes I come across a deck that I love and it was, published maybe 5-10 years ago or whatever. So these are decks that I acquired in 2024 that I use and like and love, and is part of my top 10 favorite decks for the year. And usually it means I used it a lot or I love it, easy to read and all that stuff. All right, so let's get started without any further ado. Number 10. Should we do the drum roll? No, we'll do the drum roll for number 1, right? So coming in at number 10, we have the Aaronberg Tarot by Steve Aaronberg. It comes in a 2-part hard case box and published by US Games, and it does have a guidebook, and here are the backs. Now I do have videos walk through on each one of these decks in the top 10, so and I'll try to remember to link it at the bottom in the description of this video. So this is not a walkthrough of this top 10, so I'm not going to go into detail on each one. So if you like it and you want to see every card, go back or click on the link in the description. And I like this. It came in, it made my top 10 because it's very easy to read, but very simple. So, and very direct. So it cuts out a lot of the scenery, but it has the major symbol in each card that helps you get a clarification really quickly or get a direct answer. Like, look at this, 6 of coins dropping onto a hand. So the reading is about money or someone receiving money, someone giving money to someone. Wheel of Fortune, right there you see the wheel. 8 of Wands. This is someone getting ready to pull back as a bow and arrow. At first I didn't understand this. So Death, very easy to, this 10 of Cups. It's the rainbow, happy family. There's 3 hands here. It looks like a masculine hand, a feminine hand, a little baby hand. 6 of Sword, they look like they're wrapped up, they're moving, they're going away. So Hangman, someone's tied up, not moving, maybe being hung, sacrifice. Basically they're upside down, all right? So this King of Pentacles, tons of coins here. So someone who's wealthy, businessman, money. So very, very easy to read. So that came in or comes in, I don't know. Getting my tenses all mixed up here. I'm so excited. So it comes in as number 10 for my 10th most favorite deck for this year, Aaronberg Tarot. All right, number 9, we have the Good Fortune Tarot by Barbara Moore. And Barbara Moore has been around a long time. And, she's pretty popular and written many books and created many decks. But it says Barbara Moore and illustrated by Jessica Rao or Rux. I'm not sure how she pronounced her last name. This is a larger magnetic box. And it's published by Llewellyn. All right. So very, very a simple deck. Nice presentation. Comes with a large size color book, which if you're familiar with Llewellyn's decks and book set kit, I think they call it. It's very nice presentation. Large magnetic box, large colorful book, has a ribbon. You pull up. Now this made it to my top 10. Here's the back. Because it's very simple. First of all, I love borderless. So very simple. If you're familiar with Barbara Moore, she usually, you know, her decks are the Rider-Waite-Smith, follows the Rider-Waite-Smith RWS system, but very simple and very easy to read for beginners. And the size is nice. It shuffles well. It's one of those where you can just pick up and read, for especially for beginners, but for anyone of all age. You don't have to think about it. Very clear. Very nice. So it follows the RWS, but it's a little bit different. So sometimes, you know, tarot decks are like clothes. We look in the closet and we're like, hey, we have a ton of clothes, but we don't know what to wear. So if you have a lot of RWS and you want RWS, but you want something a little bit different, but yet simple and easy to read, you know, follow the system you're familiar with, this is very good deck. So it came in for me this year, 2024, as number 9, my number 9 most favorite deck. All right, Good Fortune Tarot by Barbara Moore. All right, so moving on, number 8, ta-da, is the Steel Wizard Tarot. And this is by Pamela Steele, The Language of the Soul. Now, this is actually an older deck, and I have the first deck, and I never used it because it was large, it was huge, it has gigantic borders, and they redid it. And I can't remember what year they redid it. It comes in a large magnetic box. And this version of it was so nice, and I found out about it and I bought it, and it does come with a full-size color guidebook with lots of good info, by the way. And cards are underneath. The cardboard is a little flimsy. It moves around so you can see, and it ripped a little bit. But so the cards fall underneath a little bit like you just saw. But this second edition, or this revision of the deck, is glossy, is really nice. They made it borderless and they reduced the size. They made it a little smaller. So with this second edition, I found I used it a lot more. The first edition, I didn't use it at all. I bought it, I opened it, I looked at it, it sat on the shelf. I liked it, but it was so big and clunky. It was hard to shuffle. It had big borders around it. It wasn't as appealing. Surprisingly, I got this. I used it a lot. And as you can see, again, is a RWS. Follows the RWS system. Very bold, vivid colors, beautiful, easy to read, and easy to follow. Another good deck for beginners or anyone of all ages. But yeah, I tend to read intuitively, so the illustrations are great. There's a lot of symbols that you can pick up on. So that is my number 8 deck. It comes in as my number 8 deck, Steel Wizard Tarot. So this is a one that's not released in 24, but that I acquired in 2024, and I enjoyed it, so it's on my 2024 list for most favorite that I used this year. All right, so we're down to what, 10, 9, 8, 7. I wrote it down, so let me move my notebook here so I can see. 7 is the Wild Reflection Tarot by Wise Spell. And I can't remember what this is by. Oh, this is by Red Feather, by the way, the Steel Wizard. All right. So this is by Wise Spell. It's not a really big publisher that I know of. They've gotten more popular because they've done more decks. And it was released in 2024. And this is one of their decks that I acquired that was really nice. Here are the backs. It's gold gilded. The cardstock's really nice. It is borderless, very easy to read. Beautiful, beautiful deck. Reads really well. Beautiful colors. Bold colors, as you can see. Just gorgeous. It shuffles well. It does come with a guidebook. It's underneath there, stuck. And I really enjoy reading with it. Very easy. All right, so that is number, what are we on? Number 7. Wild Reflections Tarot by Weisbell. All right, 7, so now we're on 6. Coming in at number 6 is the Old Style Tarot, created by Alexander Ray. Comes in this 2-part hard case box, and the publisher is US Games. All right, just like the name says, it's old style. It does come with a large size guidebook, nice ribbon. The cards are a little larger, but not by much, than the traditional playback tarot card size. Here are the backs, not gilded. But another deck that I used a lot this year, again, it follows the Rider-Waite-Smith system. Very easy to read, but it's a little bit different, and it's like a refreshing new deck. So I'm not, when I learned tarot, the RWS wasn't a deck I resonated with, but I do like the RWS system. So I tend to like decks that follows the system, but there's different variation of it. You know, not the traditional RWS. I know a lot of people learn with that, but with me, I read intuitively. So I like the RWS system, but I like it modify a little bit, if that makes any sense. See, so it follows the RWS system, but it's different variation of it. So very nice, very easy to read. This is more of a pastel or lighter colors than the last one we saw, or the last couple we saw. And it's a deck that I did use a lot this year. So that is number 6, Old Style Tarot by Alexander Ray. All right, so moving on to number 5, we have the Cerillium Tarot. Now, number 5 and number 4 is very, very similar. It was kind of hard. I had a hard time this year, you guys, because all the decks that came out that I acquired this year, 2024, they were all like almost equally nice, that I really like. There were a lot of decks that I really like and enjoy using this year. So this is by Natalia Velez. Again, it comes in a 2-part hard case box, published by US Games, and it does have a ribbon. It comes with a guidebook. It is, here are the backs. It's gold gilded. Very nice touch. They're a little bit smaller size, so for me with petite hands, it's nice to shuffle. And the gold gilding always gives it an extra special touch. It makes it look nice. It's linen cardstock, so it's really nice and easy to shuffle. Again, very easy deck to read. RWS system, bold, vivid colors. I love colors, by the way, so I'm more partial to these bold, vivid colors, but not too fluorescent like, but deep sea saturated colors. Really, really pretty, very easy to read, very simple, easy to follow. Nice to shuffle. See, very, very easy to read. And the colors are beautiful. Look at this. Gorgeous. Gorgeous deck. All right, so that comes in for me as number, is it 5 we're on? Yeah, number 5. So we're getting ready to go into the top 5, halfway through. Cerillium. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Cerillium Tarot by Natalia Velez. So that's my number 5 most favorite deck for the 2024. Moving on to number 4, we have Tarot of Hearts. So it's arts, but it's H''arts. So it's like hearts. A play on words by Isabel Hayes. Again, it comes in a 2-part hard case box, published by US Games. It's nice and thick box. Has a ribbon. Very heavy, thick guidebook in color. Very nice. Look how saturated the color is. So this is very similar to the Cerillium. Here are the backs. It's edge in yellow. It's a little shorter than the traditional tarot card size. Very easy to shuffle for petite hands. Nice and smooth. It has one red border at the bottom. Again, very bold, saturated, beautiful colors. Look at the colors in this. Look at that. Very easy to read. Look at that. 7 of Swords. See how easy it is to read that stuff. He grabbed all this stuff. He's running away. He's looking back. Look at that, those colors. All right, so Tarot of Hearts. Tarot of Hearts by Isabel Hayes. Is my number 5. My number 4, sorry. So it made my top 5. Tarot of Hearts, all right? And moving on down to number 3. Ta-da! We have Afro Goddess Tarot Arcanas by Andrea Furtick. This is was initially released as an independent deck, I believe, on Kickstarter, and then US Games picked it up. It is gorgeous, you guys. I was so impressed when I got this box. I mean, the box is nice. It has gold foil. It's well, I'm partial to purple. It's my favorite color. It's in my favorite colors, magnetic. Open it up, you get the world map in gold foil inside. It has purple ribbon to match. It comes with a guidebook, color and color. The cards are underneath. The backs are the foil gold map of the world. It's edge in yellow, I think, sort of gold yellow-ish. There is a little bit smaller than the traditional plaid back. Yeah, a lot smaller. So it's a nice size for petite hands. You get the borderless feel. There is a border at the bottom. It's foil. They have foil. She has foil in it. Again, bold, vivid colors. Very easy to read. Follows the Rider-Waite-Smith system, but a little different. A different take on it. Look at this 5 of Swords. like cutthroat, right? Usually abuse of power, defeat. She's like licking the sword with her tongue and cutting her tongue. The Star, Nine of Swords, stress, Four of Wands, celebration. Very easy to read, nice to shuffle. Beautiful foil. Colors are nice. Beautiful. Three of Swords, pretty traditional there. Gorgeous, gorgeous deck. So that came in as my number 3. So we're down to the top 3 for 2024. My number 3 deck, Afro Goddess Tarot Arcana by Andrea Fortek. All right, and it's once again published by US Games. This is the mass production version and not the Kickstarter one that came out initially. All right, ta-da! We're down to the top 2. Number 2 was the Colandra Tarot by Michael Colandra. Like, when I saw this, it's like, wow, I have to have this. This is so nice. Again, published by US Games. It does come with a guidebook, and it has 2 extra cards at the bottom there. Here are the backs. Another deck I use a lot. I like these decks. I'm excited because I open up the box. I'm impressed with the presentation. I love the cards. I start using them, then I use them. I just take off using them. Pretty much borderless with the 1 yellow border at the bottom. Again, follow the RWS Smith system. Beautiful, beautiful colors. As you can see, I'm partial to colors, as I mentioned earlier in the video. This is more pastel. It's not as bold and vivid, but it is saturated in the sense that, you know, you can see it. It's nice and clear. It's easy to read. It's beautiful. Look at this. Gorgeous. Like, look, you know, this guy's defending himself. All these wands are attacking him. Justice. Very easy to read, but RWS, but it's a little bit different. You know, it's like a variety, like adding something different to your wardrobe, right? Love it. I use this deck a lot this year for my readings. I opened it and just used it and took off with it. It came close to being my number 1. It was, like I said, a lot of these, you know, it was so hard this year to make a decision, and it was not my number 1 up until the number 1. And there's the guidebook. All right, so that is my number 2. I use this deck a lot this year. Colandra Tarot by Michael Colandra. And drum roll, I have candles, so I don't I don't want to knock my candle down there. So, ta-da! You ready? Number 1, When Women Had Wings. I was surprised by this because they had an Oracle deck out last year. I didn't use their Oracle deck as much, but I definitely used this tarot deck a lot. Now, this is fairly new. I just got it recently. I just did a walkthrough on it, so you may, you know, it may be fresh in your mind. It's written by Angie Solon, artwork by Jenna de la Gratalia. All right, comes in a 2-part hard case box. Again, published by US Games. That's their logo. But I was really surprised with this. Okay, so you get a bonus or purple organza bag. Very nice presentation. Purple ribbon to match. You have a nice color, full-size guidebook, which is beautiful. And then the cards are underneath. Beautiful bottom. Everything about this deck is gorgeous to me. Now, I am partial to purple, so of course it doesn't hurt that it comes in my favorite color. And the backs, I mean, I love everything about this deck. The back is beautiful, the backs. And then it's purple foil gilded. It's beautiful. It's like a deck that you just love to look at and hold and own. And it's a little larger than the traditional plaid back, but not by much. So it's not that hard to shuffle. So I like the backs. I like the cards. I love the purple gilding. I love the way it shuffles. It shuffles nice and it's beautiful, good quality gilding. As you can see, I've used it. It hasn't chipped. It hasn't come apart. When I rub it, it's not all over my fingers. It's quality gold foil. So, you know, of course, over time, it'll probably get nicked and scratched, but it's been on there and I've been shuffling it. So it's not that cheap kind of gilding where you touch it and it falls all over the place. All right. So the deck itself is pleasing to look at. You know, it's just really nice, but it also reads well and it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Look at the colors. Again, both vivid colors. Like I mentioned, I love colors in my deck. Look, it's easy to read, so it does follow the RWS Smith system, the tower, but it's a different take of it, which is what I like. I like the RWS system, but not the RWS original, you know, deck that people learn from, because I never really resonated with that deck. But I like variation of it. I love colors, so it's right down my alley, you guys. So, and I tend to attract subscribers that like the same as me, but these are my favorite decks, of course, you know, to each its own. But I'm sharing what decks I like, and I find that a lot of my subscribers tend to have the same taste. For me personally, I like variation of RWS. I love both vivid colors, saturated colors. I like cards that are, you know, easy to shuffle. So these are large and nice. You can see it. I have petite hands. So these are criteria based for me and my liking and my personal tastes and my favorites for the year. All right. So ever since I got this, which was not too long ago, I've been reading with them. I've been doing readings with them, and it reads well. I love shuffling with them. I love looking at them. I love the colors. I like holding them. I mean, all around, really nice. I mean, they're so easy to read. I haven't even read, well, I'm not a big guidebook reader, but it's really nice to own and have. And if you're not sure, it's there for you to reference to see what the author you know, or intended the meaning to be. But beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So like I said, the Colandra was my #1 before I just got this deck. I got this deck within the past month or so, and it became my #1. Everything about it I'm happy about. All right, so there you have it for 2024. My favorite #1 deck. Surprisingly, I say surprisingly because I didn't resonate with their Oracle deck, or I didn't use it as much, but for me, they hit it out of the park. Is that the saying? For this tarot deck, When Women Had Wings. Is my #1 tarot deck for 2024. All right, so that completes the walkthrough. Well, that completes the top 10 countdown of my favorite decks for 2024. So I hope you guys enjoy that as you have in other years. I hope you found some of the decks interesting, and as usual, like I do for my walkthrough, I will put the links of all these in the description underneath the video. All right, so thanks for watching. Thank you and welcome to all the new subscribers in 2024. I started this channel on a whim. My main channel was Auntie Tarot, the other Auntie, yeah, this is just Auntie. And it just kind of grew on its own, and I'm just sharing my collection with you guys. So this channel was just kind of like an impulsive channel, but I dedicate it more to this channel now than I do doing readings on my other channel. So thank you very much, and once again, welcome. Wishing you all the best for the upcoming year. Happy New Year to everyone that's watching, everyone out there. I hope you had a good Christmas if you celebrate it. And I will catch you again on the next video and in 2025. Bye.